Now, we all know how important it is to have the right gear when we train, no matter the sport. So I was stoked that I got to sit down and chat with such a prominent creator and designer within the industry who has been involved specifically with FiveTen bike for over a decade and has developed a perfect shoe for cross country. Check out the man, the myth, the legend, Luke Hans.
Tell us where you're at right now, because this is amazing.
Yeah, so I am at the Adidas headquarters in Herzogenaurach, Germany, and we're sitting at kind of the lunch spot. And since it's late in the afternoon here, no one's up here. I thought it'd be a nice quiet spot to get away and come talk to you, Brittnee.
Now you created something, and I want you to tell all of us what that is and go into detail of your creation in general for FiveTen.
I've been with FiveTen for almost 13 years, since the very beginning of the kind of the bike days with FiveTen. We've added a new category with the Kestrel, the cross country category, and so I'm really excited about that. What was really neat about this project is it's something that we've talked about a lot, and wanting to get into the cross country world, but it's something that we knew was going to take a real special shoe in a lot of development. So we've this shoe went through a year of pre-development, and then it was 2 years of development on the regular track. So I mean, we've been working on the shoe for like 3 years, so it's really nice to see it kind of come to fruition now.
Now tell us a little bit about the shoe as a whole. It's a cross country shoe. What are some things that you really wanted to go into it?
Well, one of the things that we talked about when we started working on the shoe was trying to really keep the essence of FiveTen and being an athlete driven company, and getting the chance to really make something that's a performance product, but it's also something that you could wear into the coffee shop if you needed to go grab a coffee after your ride, or maybe grab a beer at the local bar when you're done riding, or whatever it might be. And so but it had to have that performance as well. So we also were on a huge push to try to be as responsible as we can as when it comes to producing products that are at least as environmentally friendly as they can be. And I thought that was going to be a real challenge, because a lot of the stuff that you see nowadays uses carbon outsoles and different things. And not to say we wouldn't think of using a carbon outsole. It's definitely something we've thought about, but we wanted to start with something that used more recycled and repurposed materials. And so that's what we wanted to lead with on this shoe. And so we were able to do that, which was a huge thing for us when we started working on the shoe.
When you go in to kind of the creating process, kind of what lights your fire?
I like to lead and not follow.
Love it.
So I like to be aware of what the competition is doing, and I like to know what the benchmarks are in the industry. And then I like to take our own kind of look at how that fits in the FiveTen and how we can be the new benchmark. And I think that that's something we really achieved with the shoe. But I always tell the designers, I want under the hood performance. And what I mean by under the hood performance is like when you talk about cars or whatnot, there's always that car that when you look at it, it might be stylish and look really cool, but then what the really cool thing is all the technologies that are going into it underneath the hood that you don't see. I think that's been a really important thing about FiveTen is it's got all the performance characteristics you need when you're on the bike, but it also doesn't make you feel like you're wearing like tap dance shoes when you go out.
Well, thank you so much, Luke. It's been such a pleasure. Congratulations on the shoe.
Thanks, Brittnee.
Luke, in my opinion, is such a genius in his development of this shoe. And I know that this shoe is and is going to be the one perfect addition to the sport of cross country. And I'm so lucky I had the chance to pick Luke's brain, especially while he was hanging out in Germany for a World Cup. Amazing stuff.